co-founder of Habitloop company. And today I'm really happy to share some personal challenge I encountered this last year and a solution I'm putting together to solve it. So we called Habitloop, and here is the problem. 2 consecutive years in a row I tried to run a marathon and I couldn't do it. So I tried to tell all of my friends and I planned everything, and I tried to learn the right technique of running, and I had a lot of motivation and determination, but it didn't work.
So you were running, actually, like
running.
Sport marathon. Okay.
Yeah, like almost 26 miles. Yeah. I'm a pretty healthy individual, so I thought, why not? It's quite challenging, I should try. And it didn't work. And then what made me more miserable is I learned that in 2011 in Canada there was a 100-year-old guy who did it, who ran the marathon. And I was like, something is wrong. I'm just taking a wrong approach, maybe. So it turned out I'm not alone in this universe of failed people. In US in 2015, 45% of US citizens, they set their New Year's resolutions, so it's somewhat long-term goal, and only 8% of them succeeded. That means 92% failed, and that's the first part of the problem. So 92% of long-term goals fail in 2015. Problem number 2. This is how idea originated. I've noticed there's so much crap on the internet about lifestyle, life hacks, tips, habit formation myth, and things like that. For example, people tend to believe that it takes 21 days to form a habit, which doesn't make any sense and has no scientific basis whatsoever behind it. So I started to go deep into this, and let's see, people would like to achieve something, they need to understand what's the most efficient steps to take.
No, I'm not thinking about how you do that. I'm thinking how people will find you. That's my key problem. Because if we give you the money, we do it together, then my main concern will be how many users you have. I will not think about your methodology or your strategy. Don't care. I don't care about the amount of users. And that's my key problem. How are we going to get them?
The huge part
if they're not searching right now, if you're not going to be on the search on the search result list, then you will have to pay for them.
Part of it would be the typical optimization, let's say on the App Store. I can see, okay, if people can use it for weight loss, I can compete with weight loss, and then see how difficult it is to compete with app that is more specific. And also, App Store is not the only channel for the app download.
What's the next channel?
Next channel would be the Google search or Bing search. I have a landing page, I have a website.
I think that will generate you I'm not an expert, but you will get just way less traffic from there.
It depends how you scale it. I used to work with search engine marketing business, and it depends whom you target and how they use web and what they search. If you look at the trends, what people search, habit it's pretty stable and it goes up.
Habit, just habit, just one word.
Habit development, good habits is.
So people need to understand that they need to develop habit in order to lose weight. So it's like 2-step process for me.
Yeah, for me.
If I need to lose weight, I just want to lose weight. But you're telling me that, wait a second, you need a habit to lose weight. So I need to understand that in my mind. So you need to learn to teach me somehow. I need to learn this idea.
Yes.
There's some kind of education of your customers. So
there is some learning curve for the customers, but what got me excited is that validation that I told you about. It's just a lot of people actually understand. And the first target audience for me would be people like me, people who are career-oriented, they're success-oriented, they're real ambitious, they're like from 20 to 35, and they understand those things, they're more educated. And it was clear from the BJ Fox program that a lot of people understand that. And also, there are some blogs, let's say, it's called Zen Habits, is a blog. And this guy, he won the blogging award a couple of times. And he got over 350,000 subscribers on the blog. So that's some of the fact that makes me thinking that people, at least quite a big chunk of people, they understand what it takes.
Okay, so what's going to be your pitch to a potential customer from one of these meetup groups or whatever, people who are trying to lose weight? Let's focus on this group.
So I can prove them that it's possible. Let's say I wrote an article about how to wake up early. It's quite.
But they know probably about that. They will show you this app which we just found.
They can show me the app, but
so we have that already. So 1,500 reviews on App Store, which is a lot.
Well, with this app, you are dependent on the phone, but With my app, over the course of like 2 or 3 weeks, you will be able pretty much to form a habit, and you will be able to do it naturally. And with losing weight, it's quite a complex problem, and it's not just one habit. There's multiple different small habits that will help you related to nutrition, to exercising, and so on and so forth.
Okay, so you're looking now for $12,000, for example.
Yeah.
And you said you're going to use this money for what specifically?
Specifically for finishing the app first for MVP.
For programming, okay?
Yeah, this is one. And the second piece is to understand from which channels I can get cheaper and better customers.
Your presentation is focused on 80% of time you spend on telling me about your product, about your methodology, about habits, about all this stuff. As an investor, I'm not really interested in all that because I'm not your user. You're not selling me. If I would be the person with the lose weight problem, then yes, tell me about the methodology, how important this, how that. In my case, I don't really care about all this. I care about giving you money and getting money back. So, and you focus 80% of time on how good is your methodology and why it's so great, and then in the end you're saying, okay, we have these competitors, this is their position on the market, boom, and that's what I need money for. It should be the other way around. You should start from saying, okay, we have on the market these 15 applications. They have these positions. I did the research and I know that they are spending this amount of money, they have this amount of users, they are making this amount of money. Good. Now I'm trying to kick them out. These are my tricks, these are my techniques. I'm going to use this marketing, I'm going to use this Reddit channels, whatever, meetups. That's my instrument. And then that's how much I'm going to get. And that's how much weapon I need, my money. And then, okay, and now I'm going to tell you about what this idea is about. But I'm not very interested to know about the idea as long as I see that you understand the market. My point is that in this idea, the methodology, the application, the software you created, the idea you invented, to put together, it's 10% of success, or maybe 5%, or maybe 2% of success. The 98% of success is how you get the customer. If you fail here, it doesn't really matter what you created. That's just typical mistake of all these mobile apps and everything. People just create something beautiful, but then they don't know how to reach the customer, and that's it. So let's focus on this part. So that's my question: is how are you gonna, if you're gonna pay for that, if you're gonna buy customers by paying for banners, for promotion, for paid articles, it's a failure because you cannot pay more than your competitors. It's just you're not going to raise that much money. Nobody's going to give you that money to just transfer this, give you the money to put them into marketing, into Google AdWords. It's just the road to failure. So you need to find, if it's possible, to find a way how people organically will go to your application, organically, so without money. So they will just find out that, look, this is the application we need. We didn't have it before, and we're going to have it now. And then this 98% problem is solved. Because everything you're saying that your application is better, it doesn't really matter. Mm-hmm. I think it's a learning, so it's not really interesting to pay for this learning because the result of learning is just, I'm 90% sure that you will find out that something is wrong. So you will learn something, that something is wrong, something needs to be improved, and then you will be looking for more money again. You will be in the same position like now. So you will invest something into programming, they will write a little bit more, you will invest something into the learning, and then we will talk again in a month for exactly the same subject, like I need money more. What I'm getting at is that it's better now, I'm thinking, maybe it's better now to use this money not to improve the app, not to get some learning, but to do some marketing trick in order to trigger this organic growth of customers, to trigger it somehow. I'm not sure. Maybe, for example, just an idea. Let's say you get some famous person who has problems with smoking or weight, and then you somehow pay this person, I don't know, $10,000, just for this person to say on Twitter that, I was using this app and I lost, I don't know, 10 pounds because of this app. That will be an investment which will show us something, because in this case people may get back to your application because that guy or girl has a lot of followers, and they will just jump to your application. We will see either it works or it doesn't work. In this case, we'll be able to say that your whole idea is just boom, we just stop it and cancel it, or it just starts organic growth. But if you just invest your money into programming and continue learning, we will be in the same position in a month or 2 months. Mm-hmm. You will be in the same position.